Steady. Holding steady. It's good. It's really good. Just give it a second, guys. I'm trying to make sure stream quality won't crash. As long as the stream quality remains good, then I'm not worried. Good. Holding steady. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. The dog's not even behind me. How am I not able to move? What's going on, everybody? Give me a few seconds. I'm just going to pull this up so I can keep an eye on the stream quality from here. Where's Bluetooth on? Did I just see a picture of a AI-generated Mace Windu shouting in a very Samuel L. Jackson manner? Drop frames, no drop frame. Perfect. Right, so for anyone who may or may not watch this at the beginning and might be curious as to what was happening the other night when I was trying to stream, I was having internet issues. A lot of internet issues. So even though I had full signal, everything was going great, I had to pull the modem out. We lost connection from Spectrum at one point, and this typically isn't like them to have issues. Give me a second. This isn't like them to have issues, so I wasn't too worried about it at the time until I tried streaming a few nights later and realized that my internet signal was still doing some pretty wonky stuff. It wasn't like our internet on our phones was cutting out, everything was cutting out. Internet signal was intermittent. So I called up Spectrum the other day when I had free time in the morning, and they basically explained, hey, nothing on our end is showing intermittent internet, so you might have to check other things. So I did a quick Google search, and lo and behold, I figured out that my router, which I was using and I programmed, turns out that it was about 7 years old. It was pretty powerful, but I think it was coming to the end of its life cycle. Give you guys a show of what it is. This is the bad boy. You did your job. Thank you for all those years of hard work and good internet. It did its job, and now it's done. You may rest in peace or pieces, whichever one floats your boat. So as the title says, I'm not doing any gaming tonight. It's a little too late and I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I have like an hour and a half to kill, and I want to do it with you guys since it's been an entire week and I kind of got screwed out of my last one of trying to stream with you guys. Only one thing to be duly noted if I pick up back on Elder Scrolls later on is that I recreated the character and I made him a little bit more reasonable for a combat-based character, so that's the only difference. He's back where he belongs, and I'm going to be doing a different kind of playthrough on this one, like a completionist playthrough. I'll explain it more later, but essentially put, that's the only thing to expect out of that. And then, yeah. Let me also message this guy, because he's going to be pissed if I don't message him. Make sure that he's in on that. Anyway, so tonight we're doing some security chatting. So a couple of things actually relating to security. I just actually had ChatGPT help me out in a very major way. Which one's more centered? This thing is weird. So I had to do a little bit of resorting on my gear. It's also been a very long week. Yeah, that's bugging me now. It's going to be bugging me the entire time. Had to redo my gear. I had to redo everything, and you can notice the messes behind me and everything. You guys are going to forgive that. We're going to just pretend like that's not there for now, because quite frankly, I wish I could do something about it, but it has been a very long week, and we are 1 week away as of tomorrow. Actually, it's right now. Yeah, as of right now, actually. Right now, we're 1 week, exactly 5 school days away from finishing up school. So that'll be a load off of my plate, and I'll be back into state work where anything could happen. And I'm excited. I know that it'll mean a little bit of limited hours as far as that goes, a little less work, but it shouldn't be so much to affect me in a very negative fashion, so I think we'll be good. Other than that, hop right to it. So some security stuff I saw during the week. Want to actually talk about it, be a little intellectual on the security field, show my knowledge on the subject. So this one accidentally got saved to the top, but this is the one where the guy pretends to be a police officer, so we'll watch this one again as a good introduction.
Refusing to leave the property or identify your residency.
I'm about to go to the school.
Okay, so go.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Why is it, dude?
Property you'll be detained. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be detained. You do not live on property. You refuse to identify, and you're refusing to
Who are
leave.
you, dude?
Property security. It's what we're here
You
for.
haven't identified yourself.
I'm property security. I'm with Front Range
Yeah,
Patrol,
I know.
33.
What's your name?
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not
What's
a
your
police
name?
officer. You don't pay my paycheck.
I don't have to
My
give you- I don't
your
have to
taxes
give- I
don't
don't
do
have to
nothing
give you
about
my
me. But
name.
your taxes have nothing to do with
I
me.
don't have to give you my name, dude.
Okay, so I'm asking you to step out. Now. I'm not going to do this with you tonight.
You're going to open my vehicle?
Absolutely. You're on private property. You're refusing to identify, and you're refusing to leave private property. Okay, what unit?
I live here.
What unit?
I live here.
So I can advise property management.
Who are you, dude?
Who on their property is acting like
Who
an
are you,
absolute
dude?
child?
Yeah,
Making
this-
threats.
Making threats?
Yeah, you told me, do you really want to do this right now? When I simply asked you to turn the music down and stop smoking
I
parking
turned
garage.
it down.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a threat.
I turned it down.
And I also advised you that you
Turn
need
it
to
down.
identify
And you
yourself,
and you open
or
my
at the
door.
very because you're on private property.
No, I live here.
I don't care.
I live here, dude.
I don't care. You have refused on several occasions.
Dude,
You've been
shut
asked
my-
several
dude,
times
I'm about
what
to
unit
go.
you live in.
I'm about to go to the store.
Well, it's too late for that now.
No, it's
now
not.
we're waiting for my partner.
No, it's not, dude.
Yeah, we are.
You open my door, man.
Something's weird with this. Oh, it's in. Oh, whatever. Not a big deal to me. Freaking guy acting like a cop,
One
though.
last time, are you refusing to leave the property?
Yeah, dude acting like a cop. He's going way beyond his jurisdiction. We covered this one before. He's just freaking. He's the actual definition of why rent-a-cop exists. So this was a survey question. I didn't actually get to read it, so now I'm going to do it since it seemed like good content. Is it a good idea for your site policies? Is it a good idea if your site policies has unrestricted use of force policies, meaning you can do whatever it takes to stop the threat or crime? By unrestricted, the client does not have very strict policies regarding hands-on, and their hands-on policies are very lenient, meaning you can do whatever it takes to stop the threat and or crime. Is it a good idea? Increase my wage for this. Yeah, honestly, it just depends on the location of the site. Depends on who you're going up against, what the expectation is. I'm assuming that if they want you to do whatever it takes to stop the threat, then it might be either a very dangerous area or they're just expecting you to use your hand. I don't actually know. It just depends on the location and the site, quite frankly. Oh my god. Is it worth to give pursuit on the shoplifter? That's the dude that just walked out and stole a bunch of stuff.
Wow, cart full.
Okay, we're gonna watch that again.
Wow, cart full.
First off, epic voice, bro. Second, is it worth to give pursuit? So I am aware. First off, this is Canada. I don't know what their rule sets are and what their laws are, but I do know that they have something in place in the state of Texas that if the robbery or the burglary or the stolen property or whatever is equal to a set amount, and I know this is most other places too, it's like kind of universal, I just don't know what the limits are, but I know that it's over a set limit, then it becomes an escalated crime, in which case you do have a duty to act. Most times I know that we work at a restaurant for one of our fast food restaurants, to be exact, where we work, and there's items that can be stolen pretty easily because they're close to the door, but it's for their convenience, so we stand pretty close to that area, so where they would have to go through us in order to get back out, and we're told if we can stop them, and if not, don't pursue. Same principle here is that I don't know where he was in adjacent, maybe he witnessed this and then just followed along while calling the police, I don't know, but this is Canada. Let's be 100% honest. They're going to hell in a handbasket as far as their quality and everything. Removing trespassers from the supermarket. How do you think the security officer did? Here we go.
No, you gotta get out the store. Not allowed in here. You gotta get out. Gotta get out. Gotta get out. Let's go. You gotta go.
What?
You gotta exit.
Go where? For what?
Out the store.
What I do?
Out the store. You're not allowed in.
Who said? You. Hold on, bro. First, I'm gonna take a picture of you, bro.
Go ahead. That's fine.
I'm serious. I mean, I'm not.
Gotta go.
Get the fuck away from my nigga.
Gotta go.
Do not start me, brother.
Gotta go.
Hey, bro. Who works?
Gotta go.
Who works here? By
Gotta
law.
go.
By law. Bro, don't
Gotta
fucking
go.
touch me. Stop.
What you reaching for?
Stop touching me.
Get
Why
out
you
here.
touching me, bro?
You gotta go.
You spray me, bro. I'm a stab you.
You're not
bro.
allowed in here.
Spray me, I'm a stab you, bro. Do not spray me.
You
bro.
about to get sprayed.
Do not spray me, bro.
Get out the store.
You spray me, bro. I'm telling you, I'm
Get out the store.
Go ahead, bro. I'm not gonna take no stab.
Go ahead.
Bro.
Get out.
I'm not, bro. You
You already
spray me? Spray me, I'm a stab you, bro.
Get out.
Spray me, I'm a stab you, bro.
Get out. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. Get out of here. What was that?
They got you standing over there like a hooker.
Who?
You.
What you mean?
They got you standing on over there.
Get out of the store, bro. Service
okay.
denied. Get
All
out. Back up with that coffee, too. Get out of here.
All right.
You banned from the store, bro. Don't come back here.
Man, I come back whenever I
You
want
banned. Don't come back.
to. Man, you can't tell me I can't
Get out
come
the store,
back,
bro. Get out of the
tell me
store.
I can't
Get up
come
out of
back.
here. Get up out of here.
You can't tell me I can't come
I
back.
just did.
You
I
don't
just
own
told
this.
you.
You don't own this. I'll call and make a complaint against you.
Don't complain.
And you
So
threaten
what?
me with- And you threaten me with mace?
Don't complain.
Hold on. You pull your mace
Get out of
on
here.
me?
I sure did. Get out of here.
Hold on. Let me record this real quick. I got something in my hand. He pulling out mace on
Get
me.
out of here.
Hell no. I
You
ain't
banned
going
from the store. Don't come in here.
Touch me.
Don't come in.
You just put your hands on
Don't
me?
come in. You
Don't
hurt me.
Put your hands on me. What is you banning me for? What is you
Get
banning
out
me
the store. Get out the doorway. Get out the
Nah,
store.
what you putting your hands on
Get
me
out the
for,
store.
bruh?
You're not allowed entry.
What did you putting your hands on
Out
me?
the store.
I asked you nicely, don't
You're
touch
out the
me,
store.
bruh. I asked you nicely, don't touch me. What's your
You
name?
feel good? Get out the store, bro.
What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Make your complaint. Get out
What's
of
your
here.
name?
Banned from the
Don't
store.
put
Don't
your
come
hands
back
on
in
me,
here.
bro. I asked you nicely, don't put your hands on me.
Get out the. Why you coming back in here?
Because you keep putting your hands on me, bro. Don't put your hands on me. You can't tell me nothing.
Bruh, out the store.
Man, don't put your hands on me, bro. I asked you nicely, don't put your hands
I asked you nicely to get out the store. You keep walking in here.
on me. Let me call the police.
Call the police. Call them. So what?
Oh, it's the camera quality.
Who the hooker now?
You a hooker. You.
Calling the police. Look at you. Get out
Yeah,
of here.
that's right. I'm
Get
gonna get
out.
your ass fired. Putting your
You
hands
know
on
how
me.
many times
You
I
should've
heard that?
Put your hands on me. I didn't
You know how
do
many
nothing
times I
wrong,
heard
bro. You
that?
should've Put your hands on me.
You know how many
bro.
times I heard that? Get out the store.
All right, listen. I'm out here at Bayfair. I think it's the.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
He came over here.
He's got camera footage, you know, right?
I got video camera. I got video footage.
Yeah, you have video camera on him. You have video camera on him. Cool.
I want
Cool.
a police report. Can you send an officer out here right now, please?
I'll be honest. He does have the freedom of speech to be able to call him whatever, and I honestly would have just joked around with it, but wow, a lot to unpack here. So first, talk about this.
Yo, you got the store.
So the dude was a shoplifter. That's pretty much it. He's pretty much not an obligation to really tell you why you have to leave, as I understand it. This does depend on where you're at and what the jurisdiction requires. But he wasn't wrong. He doesn't really need to tell you why he's banning you, but if he's banning you, then you're banned. You typically do have that authority to act and be like, hey, you're not allowed back, and if you come back, we're calling PD. That is your verbal warning. So he does have the authority to boot people like that, and obviously this guy's just arguing whatever. He's just not telling them why he's banned. That's fine. That wasn't actually so bad. Now, here where he pulls his OC, whew, that can get hairy because I think. Let me hold on a minute. Let me play it from here.
Gotta go.
Who works here? By
Gotta
law.
go.
By law. Don't
Gotta
fucking
go.
touch me. Stop.
What you reaching for?
Stop.
You know what I love? You know what I love? Both of them said the same thing. Don't touch me. You're stopping when you're told to leave, and you're remaining where you are. So he has no choice, and that's where the force of escalation comes to non-lethal or non-aggressive hand touches, which you can push, you can escort, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is being a little bit aggressive as they're making their way out the door because he keeps stopping, so that gets a little bit iffy. I don't know how a court would view that if it ever got up there, but he wasn't throwing punches, he wasn't doing anything, and then when he pulled the OC, that kind of got a little hairy. But I do want to hear if he says, I thought I heard him say something, so I want to make sure.
Touch me.
Get out
Why
of
you
here.
touching me, bro?
You gotta go.
You spray me around, I'm stab you.
You're not
bro.
allowed in here.
Spray me around, I'm stab you, bro.
Yep, he said it. It was literally right there. If you spray me, I'm gonna stab you, is his exact words, quote unquote. Yeah, that's a threat. Now you definitely need to leave. That's a threat, and you have stuff in your pockets potentially, and I won't be able to know. So now you're potentially a threat. Now you definitely have to leave. Spray me, I'm gonna stab. How are you gonna do that? You're gonna be blind, bro. That stuff ain't no joke. Alright, and then he gets him out of the store, he continues on his way, and then we have this dude over here. Again, I would have personally taken this as a joke and just laughed along with him and been like, nah, it is what it is, whatever. Words. Better to get them to laugh with you and
What was that?
cause trouble.
Say they got you standing over here like a hooker.
Who?
You.
What you mean?
They got you standing on over there.
Get out of the store, bro. Service
Okay.
denied. Get
All
out. Get out. Get out of here.
All right.
You banned from the store, bro. Don't come back here.
Then I come back whenever I.
That one's kind of iffy, though. He does have the right to ban him from the store and property based on the nature of the contract. That one's just weird. He escalated from just leave to you're banned from the store. That one's just kind of weird. Maybe it is a little too much, but
I
You
want
banned. Don't come back.
Man, you can't tell me I can't
Get out
come
the store,
back.
bro.
however, the dude
Get out.
continues to instigate and
You can't tell me I
continues.
can't come
I just
back.
did. I just
don't own
told you.
this. You don't own.
Oh, and then one other thing, and this one's kind of important. So, did I put it to? No, it's on top messages. I'm stupid. The one other thing too is, shoot, when he tries to enter back into the store, that's completely and utterly. That's fine. PD's been doing the right thing by keeping the guy from coming back in and putting out his hands. Like, why are you touching me? You're walking into my hand, bro. My hand is there to stop you from re-entering, and if I'm touching you, that means you're approaching where you're not supposed to be. So I'm only touching you because you're making me touch you. You know how we easily avoid that? Back up and don't try coming in. But this is something I'm just trying to get into there too. There's like a 3-step process on a verbal warning and the escalation of force. You ask, and it's a courtesy. You tell, and then you make. You ask them in hopes that they're compliant, and if they're compliant, they leave of their own accord, which is what everybody wants. You want to de-escalate a situation and make them leave of their own free will. Guess what? No problem to your day, no problem to their day, no problem for the cops. Everyone's happy. Leave of your own accord. Please, I'm encouraging you to take that option. It comes to the point when they're being disrespectful like this guy, and it's like, no, I ain't going nowhere. It's like, okay, no. I was asking as courtesy. What I really meant is, I'm telling you to leave. And now it's no longer a question, it's a statement. You are going to leave. And then at that point, although it might not be verbatim, it is more just kind of like to enunciate on the point. The last one's make. Where at that point, if you saw him pull out his gloves where he's putting it on, same difference, you would put on your gloves and be like, okay, you have three options. Leave of your own accord, which is what I'm encouraging you to do. I make you leave, which I really don't want to go through, but I will if I have to, which you're making me have to. Or, when PD arrives, if you're still here and I have failed to remove you myself, they will remove you. Either way, you're not staying. Like, you're not getting your way. You're not going to get the police over here and then continue walking about. No. They're going to get over here. I'm going to tell them what's going down, that you're on a property you're not supposed to be, and they're going to escort you off, whether you do so, again, of your own voluntary will to allow them to escort you, which I was trying to do and you said no, so maybe with them it might be a yes, or in cuffs. That's entirely on you. But look at what you did to get to step number 3. But yeah, ask, tell, make, just try to get that done.
On this, I'll call and make a complaint against you.
Go complain.
And you
So
threaten
what?
and you threaten me with mace?
Go complain.
Hold on. You pull your mace
Get out of
on
here.
me?
I sure did. Get out of here.
Hold on. Let me record this real quick. I got my something in my hand.
Go ahead and record.
Get out of here.
Hell no.
You banned from the store. Don't come in.
Touch me.
Don't come in.
You just put your hands on
Don't
me.
come in. You heard me.
Put your hands on me. What
You do know he's got a recording too, right? Like, that's
Get
a
out the
legal
door.
thing.
Get out the doorway. Get out the
Nah,
store.
what you putting your hands on
Get
me
out the
for,
store.
bro?
You're blocking the entryway.
What are you putting your hands on
Out
me?
the
I
store.
asked you nicely, don't
Out
touch
the
me.
store.
Bro. I asked you nicely, don't touch me.
I asked you nicely, don't touch me. I asked you nicely, don't touch me. You're trying to enter a premises in which you were just told you're not supposed to be in. You no longer get the respect of not being touched when you are literally doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
What's your name?
You feel good? Get out the
Listen,
store, bro.
What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Make your complaint.
He's in
Get out
the
of
What's your
here.
name?
Banned from the store.
Put your
Don't come
hands
back
on
in
me,
here.
bro. I'll actually nicely don't put your hands on me.
Get out the.
Put
Why
your
you
hands
coming back
on
in
me.
here?
Because you keep putting your hands on me, bro. Don't put your hands.
Why do you keep coming back in here? Because you keep putting your hands on me. No, at that point, you're just trying to start a fight. You're wanting him to swing. You want him to swing. He did honestly great in making sure it didn't escalate any further.
You can't tell me nothing.
Bruh.
He's just not even. He's not letting it escalate any further. He's not letting the
Get out the
guy
store. You
go
keep
to
walking
him.
in here. Call the police.
Troublemaking cop caller.
Call them. So what? Who the hooker now?
You a hooker.
Calling the police. Look at you. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
that's right. I'm
Get
gonna put
out.
your ass fired. Putting your
You
hands
know how
on
many
me.
times
You
I heard
shouldn't
that?
Put your hands on me. I didn't
You know how
do
many
nothing
times I
wrong,
heard
bro. You
that?
shouldn't put your hands on me.
You know how many
bro.
times I heard that? Get out the store.
All right, listen.
Okay, this is actually kind of funny. He did fantastic.
I think this stuff.
So this is unrelated, so I'm going to just skip it for a moment. But I got a serious question. How do you feel about unionization? This is a good topic to quickly have a look at. So, unionization. So I know that security has been on the topic of potentially unionizing, and I had to give a quick search on that with ChatGPT to kind of simplify it for me. But unionization is a very weird topic because it can be good, it can be bad. There's pros, there's cons on all ends. You know, I actually don't have the mind for this. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't even know how I'm going to kind of relay this, but it's going to benefit officers on an individual level to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's going to hurt your work because it's going to put a strain on your company, whoever you're hired and employed by, the limits and the terms on contracts. It's going to hurt the payout when everybody needs to work, and even if there is a lack of work, everyone's going to suffer as a result, and if one person goes on strike, everyone's affected. Everyone's affected. So if one person doesn't work, everybody doesn't work. It's kind of like a two-edged blade. Trump's replaced Secret Service with Allied Universal. I saw this one earlier. It's just a meme image, but I hope the comment is still on the top. Mr. President got shot again. Now I'll have to write an incident report. Oh my god. Wait, he got shot? I was sleeping. I'm at the bathroom on my phone. Trump to replace Secret Service. Starting pay, $17.50 per hour. I was at $7.25 per hour. You're telling me I got screwed out of 25 cents? I'm on $19 an hour, Canadian dollars. Oh my god. 2014 and 9 an hour. Oh my lord. Is that how bad it was? Also, no benefits, no PTO, observe and report level of pay right there. Poor Leon stuck at Allied. Leon? I don't know, just saw this and thought it was funny. Oh my god, we're looking at a zombie outbreak soon? We're already in one. Yeah, we pretty much are though. Imagine showing up to cover that post when a guard calls off and you show up with a bag of monsters and ask where you can plug your phone in. Hey, does the sub do post checks? About what time? Oh my god, I heard that little horror story right there with supervisors doing post checks. My supervisors do the same thing. They don't really time it, but they do check every once in a while, and I do encourage them to check. I actually believe in job integrity, and quite frankly, I want them to come around. It actually helps kill some time. It's what happens when you're actually a good officer and not an employee. Yo, same here. Hey, where's the Wi-Fi password here? Nice knowing you, Mr. President. Because you're only observing and reporting and you're not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, on second thought, this is such a bad idea. I almost woke my wife up because of how loud I was laughing. It is a funny meme, though. I don't know what the dog was doing. He was just like stamping for a bit. It's all fun and games until one of them clocks in wearing sweatpants and sandals. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my. We've had a few of those from time to time. I even had the privilege of having 2 of those points actually pop up on me. 2 of those incidents where they weren't wearing proper uniform. It's funny as hell. Breaking news. Allied Universal to acquire the United States Secret Service in an unprecedented move to stomp out all of the security companies and be the sole provider for security of the world. I can be trusted around politicians. Fake news. You can tell because Allied actually supplied his gear. We still have guys at my site with improper gear after a year. I'm on that boat. President Evil. I thought that was Leon immediately. I was like, "You doing, Leon?" God, this is why I was. Oh my god. Give it back to Pinkertons. Oh my god. I don't know. The Allied patches need to be bigger. LOL. Allied wishes that. They can barely keep guards. Sad but true fact. Allied making big moves. First they secured the Harry and Meghan bespoke security detail contract. Now this. And that was the time Leon got fired for being asleep on post. Dude, it'll be funny. When did Allied pick up Leon? Oh my god, the memes.
Everybody down! Nobody move! On the floor!
Do something.
Oh, I'm not a security guard. I'm a security monitor. Yeah, I notify people of problems. Give me a second. Excuse me, everyone. There's a robbery in progress. So, heads up.
Dude's doing what he's paid to do. Observe and report. And like he just said, he's a monitor. That's what he's paid to do. Yeah. Honestly, I've already put it there. Honestly, I wouldn't handle it so nonchalantly. But I did put it out there. If this indeed does happen, one of three things is going to happen. Either I'm going to be so scared I defecate all over myself and be like, don't kill me. Number two is, boy, I ain't seen you. Or number three is, hand me a mask, I'll help you out. I know all the camera locations. I can help us avoid getting caught. No, I wouldn't actually do that last bit. But if it meant saving my life, I'd definitely convince them of that until we can get the PD on us. Observe and report. Observed and reported. Just following post orders. Accurate. I'm unarmed security. Ma'am, don't look up at me for help. We're in danger together. Right? All the clients don't want armed security guards, expect them to do extremes. Yeah, pretty much. That is actually a problem right now. I know that there was talks of getting rid of level 2 completely and just getting armed security officers in general and just getting those contracts, but the problem is nobody wants to pay those rates. They want to get armed security quality without armed security payout. What are you going to expect when something goes down? You want someone going hands-on there, better be training, a lot of training, a huge pay bump. We are expected to go hands-on and most usually just learn the basics, and the minimum amount is 8 hours, and another 8-hour course is mandatory every year. The pay isn't great either. Yeah. When the pay goes up 500%, I'll consider it. Until then, I'm not part of any security mechanism. I'm not a part of the security mechanism. I'm part of the insurance mechanism, and everything is insured, so... yeah. And of course, in real life, armed security do get into firefights with armed robbers. They don't. Wouldn't it be better to have the guards hidden away just in case and then be able to surprise attack the robbers? Private investigations. No actual observe and report definition infers guard is responsible for patrons. Funny thing is, the lady lying on the ground is like the rest of the public that thinks that the guard is there to protect the patronage, when convenient for the patrons, of course. The areas where security is responsible for the general public on their property aren't in observe and report manuscript. I can't even read that word. I don't have it in me. I know exactly how to defend against situations like this, but at my current job, my hourly compensation and my post orders do not cover that. So I'm going to sit back here behind my desk and sip tea. Avoid, deny, defend. The money's insured. I'm not. Observe and report. Job well done. Oh my god, that's funny. Force was used. Egos and fate. Oh, I didn't see part of this. I didn't see part of this on. Oh! Went down like a sack of bricks. Good chokehold on that other dude's part. He just didn't even bother. He didn't even bother to struggle. He's just like, no, you're coming with me. And the other dude just was like, okay. Just watch how he gets dropped. That drop, though, you can hear his head connect with the concrete, and that irks me so bad.
You got 35 weapons.
Okay, we're going to pause that for a second. We're going to look at this post. Point of view. I'm the supervisor. Yesterday I got a call from one of my folks, law enforcement on my site. Everything is handled, report pending. Today I get a call from one of my officers. Fire alarm sounding, no idea how to respond, no report. Both officers were trained exactly the same. One studied the one-pagers I put out for each type of emergency. The other couldn't find them. Pay attention, study, ask questions. Stuff happens, you'll have to deal with it. As for my site, we are all going to run drills every shift for every common emergency until it becomes muscle memory. Good on him for that. I read that one before. I just wanted to share it again. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know the drill for every single procedure in every single site. I probably should. But I'm also on multiple different sites, so I don't have the time to actually do that. I do, however, go into some locations and look for the AEDs. In case there's a medical emergency, I look for the fire hydrants. In case there's a fire emergency, I have PD on the first points of my contact. I know who to call and what county I'm in, so I always get them. All of that type of fun. But, yeah. Try to at least be as prepared as I can be. But the one pages that he's talking about with each type of emergency, that'd probably be helpful. I might need to make a suggestion like that. Okay, so this dude, called Black Angel.
35. You got 35 weapons. Show me you right now. What is that? Ooh, samurai. That boy, that is a monster. Let me see what else you got. Who do you think you is? Hawkeye? That boy, God damn. Hold on, wait. Let him show his weapons. Boy, this nigga is not bullshit.
Good, man. Look, we got the black RoboCop right here in the flesh. You don't play with this nigga, cook.
All right, man, keep it going. We ain't got to talk about it.
Don't play with him, cook. He gonna kill you, gonna stab you, cook. He gonna shoot you, cook. He on the outside, cook. Don't play with him, cook.
Man, this nigga can go on a goddamn. Well, you can go into
man, what else you got, man?
Man, what
else you got, man? Man, you ain't got no gun in your shoe.
Oh, there go them knuckles.
Red knuckles.
You been in that county before, I see, boy. Oh, that boy got bulldogs on him. Boy, you ready to fight all the deals we see on the way here right now, man. You seen about 30 deals.
Good, did the real blade? Oh my God.
Boy, that nigga done turned the wheel.
That nigga done turned the Freddy Krueger in this motherfucker. Good, this nigga ain't playing. Good, this nigga crazy.
Who is this nigga, man?
Good, you a black angel, good. Good, you a black angel, good.
I bet you can't hit a backflip, goddamn.
Man, this nigga got an elephant gun.
Oh, that's that Popo.
Nifty. Yep. I wouldn't want to mess with him anyway. How's your day going? I have a couple of sites where we do manage some locks. If this ever happened to me, I'm making a report immediately and notifying the nearest supervisor, either A for the site or B for my job. Either way, I'm letting them both know. That's funny. This is how you destroy the relationship with police. Multiple images on this one. So this is in the form of a comment. Comment on beast mode, school principal, shreds, butthurt, cops, authority. Gotta love those types of videos. I work for a security officer at a private business. If a cop shows up, they are told what they can or can't do. Even that is just false, but we'll continue on that in a second. Not in an active emergency, correct. You have no authority. That would be considered obstruction and a good way to be terminated from your employer. Wrong. Where I work, we dealt with sensitive information and people that you can't arrest or give them sensitive information that would be violating federal law. Incorrect on that one. Nobody's above the law to the point you can't arrest them. You just have to have better probable cause if that's actually true. Sensitive information is a different thing and something that you can indeed legally control without a warrant. If they have a warrant to obtain sensitive information, you lose that control. However, you, as a security guard, have absolutely no authority over law enforcement, any law enforcement, to dictate who they can or cannot arrest. The state statute or federal statute, if you're a federal contractor, and law enforcement legitimate jurisdiction, did I read that right? Legitimate jurisdiction determines that, not you or a private security business policy. He's absolutely correct, by the way. I strongly suggest that you review the laws that address the authority you have as a security guard in the state you work at before you get yourself jammed up. Ignorance of the law is no excuse or a valid defense claim in a court of law. Try again. Oh my God, this guy's an absolute child. So you believe you have authority to disregard search warrants and arrest warrants signed by a magistrate judge? You also believe you have the authority not to allow law enforcement officers to effect an arrest on someone actively committing a crime. Dude, you're just an idiot. You're just an idiot, bro. Like, I never actually looked at the whole thing. I just saw the first one and saw he was acting like a child. I didn't think it would get that bad. Damn.
Hey, give me my fucking bike. Give me my bike now. That's my fucking bike. Take it out the back now. Cops are on their way. No, take it off the fucking car now. Take it off the fucking car. Take it off. Take it off now. Take it the fuck off now. Take it off now. Take it out. Get out the fucking car. Get out the car. Get out the fucking car. Get out. Get out. I don't give a fuck. Get out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. I don't give a fuck. Get out now. Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now. Get my shit down. Help him get my shit down. Help him get my shit down. That's
First off, that's not a bike, that's a quad. Second, I don't know the context. I don't understand the context, but if the guy was actually legit security, that's actually kind of funny. But I didn't watch that one. Who was in the right in this situation? Okay, sure. You know, before I continue, give me a second. The green's the middle one. Hopefully I got this right. Otherwise, I'm going to be making a lot of noise.
I can't disclose any information right now, man.
For sure.
I'm working.
If anything, I just wanted to give you a heads up. They're gonna come over here and talk to you.
Yeah.
Just want to know what the curiosity says.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna answer their questions because you just called me a smartass, man.
Well, you gave me a smart ass answer, so.
You asked me if I needed help, and I said I don't need help.
Yeah.
How's that a smartass answer? I don't need help.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, you see? Get back to work, man.
Hey, boss. People on the front will want to know why you're filming over here.
I can't disclose any information right now, man.
For sure.
I'm working.
If anything, I just wanted to give you a heads up. They're gonna come over here and talk to you.
Yeah.
Just want to know what the curiosity, because.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna answer their questions because you just called me a smartass, man.
Well, you gave me a smart ass answer, so.
You asked me if I needed help, and I said I don't need help.
Yeah.
How's that a smartass answer? I don't need help.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, you see? Get back to work, man. Go back, sit down. Sit down on your little chair inside.
What's up?
Go sit down on your little chair, man.
I can sit down wherever, bro, but we could be right here. Since you want to film me and
whatever,
else.
man. You were covering your face earlier, so now it's all good.
That's cool.
Sick. Allied Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're clowns, man. They usually hire clowns.
Oh yeah. You're calling me a clown?
Yeah.
So I'm a clown.
Yeah.
Fuck you. What's up?
What's up then?
Fuck you.
The fuck? You gonna smack me, homie?
So, way to prove the guy's point, because, quite frankly, you're just a freaking dude. So, he was in the right, the officer, up until the point he decided that he needed to overextend his authority in telling the guy what to do when it didn't have anything to do with his property. You are allowed to film, irregardless, as long as you are on the public side of the road. You can film from the road, which is what he's doing. He might be in the driveway, he might have to back up a little bit, but ultimately he can film from where he is. The dude going up to him, just letting him know, like, hey, they're going to approach you. Just thought I'd let you know. It's not a big deal. Whatever. The moment that they started trading off on that one, he shouldn't have thrown insults. The dude shouldn't have been goading him on, and he should have just been able to... Whatever. Whatever. Don't really care. But no. Then he stood there and he's like, okay, I'm just going to wait here. Why? Why are you going to waste your time? Just go back. Just listen to the dude and go back. Let him think that you've won. Let him think he's won. Whatever. Just go back and do your thing. You're not paid enough to deal with that. You're not paid enough to actually respond to that. Just go back to where you are. He didn't win shit. He's just being a jackass. Let him be. And then the fact that he insulted you for being, what was it, what did he say, a convict? Let me just make sure I heard that right.
I'm a clown.
Yeah. Fuck you. What's up? What's up then? Fuck you. The fuck? You gonna smack me, homie?
So I didn't actually notice he sprayed him there too. I thought he threw something at him, but yeah, that's a pepper spray. So he was absolutely right to defend himself because you, the security officer, attacked him out of nowhere for some petty insult. Now you can't complain. You attacked him. He responded in self-defense. And the camera has you hitting him. Congratulations. In a normal, specific case like this, you just lost your job. Whoa. So I realized a little too late that might be copyrighted, but it is funny that Jolie is playing in the background while this dude's just getting nonchalantly pepper sprayed. I'm not sure what he did, but if this is the situation that I'm in, if he's still in this position when I approach him, like he did look like he was trying to get back up, it is very possible he was trying to make a run for it or try to attack the dude. I don't know. I don't know what was going down before the attack happened, or before this situation happened, rather. So, if he was being aggressive before he got down on the floor, then maybe that would be justified. But we don't have that. We don't have that viewpoint. So I think that this is excessive force. So good on you guys for. Oh my lord, that is excessive force if I ever seen it. You have two of you too. Essentials on your first aid pouch. I needed this for future reference, but we're going to end it on this. If you do something that you love, it never feels like work. I'm still 100% sure that is a face filter. So, either way. And that is all that there is to this. I'm going to go back to chat real quick. Dog, did you fart again? I kind of smell it. It's, yeah. I know you're an old dog, but damn. Hey, you. You okay? Hey, boy. Hey, boy. You okay? Aww. You don't need to lick my hand. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I got it. I can get it. Here we go. You good? Aww. So much dog fur. He needs to go for a grooming appointment. I'll give him a brushing. ITP doggo. I need to get him I need to get into Petco at some point. Let me look at my schedule again. Once the school week is over, I'd pretty much go back to normal scheduling here. I'll be working all day Sunday. Probably. They don't have me at Tuesday. They're going to take Tuesday from me. I just know it. They're just going to take it. I just know it. Check on one more thing while I'm at it. Come on. Today's Wednesday. 2 days till I get paid. Yep, 2 days till I get paid. I had to think about that. Yeah. This keeps... Now I got myself worried over one of our finances. I have to quickly check on that. Yeah, because we didn't pull it yet, that's right. So... keep blowing our money on everything. It's funny how the bills can quickly stack up when you're not paying attention. Kind of annoying too. But whatever. I'll be able to handle it. I have a paycheck coming in, so sorry about that. I just had to look over some stuff. Poor boy. Might have to use the credit card on that. Anyway, so that's all for security chat. I guess one other cool thing I could quickly show before I call it a night, because I gotta get to bed soon. Got myself another bag, and I'm able to incorporate my patch. That is a camo-colored Christian flag, so that it could match with my gear. Initially, I was going to ask about it going on my uniform, but I never got an answer to that one, so... How you doing, boy, huh? Okay? You're such a good boy. He's such a happy boy. Look at this happy boy. He's such a happy boy. He enjoys the pets. And then if I stop... Give me more pets. I'm just a poor old dog. I just need the pets. Yeah, you also have a lot of fur spots I need to get. I might help you with a couple of those spots and hopefully give you a little relief there. Hey. He's just enjoying the stretches. I got it. You know how you have those little metal, like, I want to call them scalp scratchers or whatever, the ones that go on top of your head and they kind of go in those different spots, like fine little metal, I want to call them half whisks. I guess it's a scalp whisk. I don't know what they call it. But that's what I'm essentially doing to him right here. I'm just going above and doing this, and he's just... He's very much enjoying that, good boy. And he's just giving me the look like, you didn't stop, did you? You didn't just stop. You're going to keep doing that, aren't you? Because you know better. He's such a good boy. I'll give you more pets in a bit, okay? I'll give you more pets. I'll give you more pets, good boy. I'll give you more pets. Why don't you go sit down for a bit, huh? I'll come back for a bit. I want more attention. Give me more attention. I'll jump on you, I swear. I love that dog thing. Just going around in a circle. It's funny. It says that the game capture's going... What the... What? Why is the game capture going off? What? No, the game capture goes to the game capture. Have I been doing double audio this entire time? No, you go to the Yeti microphone. The Logitech just doesn't go anywhere because we don't do anything, but... Dude. You've got to be kidding. There was probably double audio going on here. I'm sorry, guys. Wow. That's going to be annoying. Well, anyway. So tomorrow night I should be able to play some Fortnite. I'm going to be playing with my brother because I owe him. So that's what I'll be doing. We'll see if I still have what it takes to play Fortnite. And other than that, I should be able to get my gear together, which, by the way, part of that gear, I had to divide up everything, and I'm going to refix up that bag as soon as possible. But this is part of bag... This is bag number 4 out of 4. I have a duffel bag with my gear. I have a backpack with my gear. I have that bag with my gear. And in fact, actually, I might replace them. That one actually seems more appropriate for the bag intended purpose that I have with the first one. The other one will be the miscellaneous bag. But, swap it out. That actually makes a lot more sense. Invited me to a party. I'm not even on it. But I'm not on Xbox. Did he just invite me while I'm offline? Okay then. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to call it here. I'll be on tomorrow evening, like I said, playing Fortnite with my brother. I'm glad I got to talk a little security before I went to bed. I just needed a little bit of a decompress over here, so glad to get a little bit of stuff off my mind. I'll be playing tomorrow evening, so I'll see you guys there.